My weight has always been a big issue for me. I come from a family tree with, we're huge. We carry around a lot of extra pounds, and we do have like diabetes and all these things in our families. When I was about, let's say 20, 21, 22, somewhere around there, I was chubby. I never liked the feeling. I said, you know what, I need to do something about this. Like, this is not the kind of life I want to live. This is not how I want to be. I went to a show in Berbice where I went to witness one of my fellow gym members compete. When I was there and I saw the competition and I saw the young ladies go up on stage, and I was like, I think this is something I want to do. Like, I like this thing and I want to try. So I would have had a conversation with my trainer at that time, and I told him that it's something I think I would be interested in. When I made that decision, mentally, and I was to start the training the following week, I found out that I was pregnant. So I cried, of course, because I told myself that I wasn't ready. I'm not ready to be a mom. So I was a little, overwhelmed at first, and then I was like, God, don't make mistakes. I couldn't gym. I wanted to, but I couldn't go to gym. I was, like vomiting and all these things. So I would have spent that entire pregnancy at home in bed, and I would just eat because, I was stressed of the fact that I couldn't get to go to the gym. Like, this is a part of my lifestyle now, and I can't do this. And when I'm stressed, I'm a stress eater. So I'm constantly pushing things in my mouth when I got my baby, and it took a lot of courage for me to get back to going to the gym. I was really embarrassed at the size that I gained, which was 250 pounds. When I went back to gym, obviously the thought of me competing was never an option, because at 250 pounds, this is almost impossible at this stage. I started to lose the weight with my consistency and my discipline. I started to lose the weight, and I was like, okay, well, I'm shedding this fat faster than I thought I would. And, I was like, maybe all isn't lost. Like, we could actually still pull this thing off. So I spoke to my trainer again at that time, told him that, I think I want to try for this competition again. I want to try to compete again. I want to, it's something that I want to do. He was like, okay, well, we could do it. So I got to, I think it was like 168, either 68, 170, and I wasn't losing any more weight after that. So when I made that decision that I want to compete, I knew that I needed help. And that is when I reached out to Mr. Videsh Sookram. And I spoke with him. Well, he would always be on the sidelines, and he would always be messaging me from time to time, encouraging me, I think you would do well if you compete. And, he's always been there trying to motivate me to, we came up with a plan on how we're going to, get through this and whatever. And with his help, I've been able to lose some more weight and actually whip myself into the shape that we need for my first show. So now I'm at the point whereby I'm preparing for that show. I'm preparing for that competition. It is nerve-wracking because it's something completely different, something completely new. The discipline is extremely different. I was not happy with who I had become. I was not happy with that body. I was not happy with that look.
All right, so Weslyn is one of the most determined athletes I've ever worked with. She knows exactly what she wants to do, and which makes it easier on the trainer. Weslyn don't give 100%, she gave 110%, right? The diet, which is the most important thing when it comes to bodybuilding and losing weight and anything to do with your health and your body and your physique. The thing about Weslyn is that she does everything you see when it comes to it. Everything you see when it comes to workout. Sometimes she usually be a little rebellious, but she was working. So that's the main thing. She's determined and she knows what she wants.
My advice that I would give to women out there who, think that you can't do it, you're a little bit overweight, you want help, just reach out. You can reach out to the closest gym you have, any trainer that is nearby. You can reach out to a friend who knows somebody, and just get up and go. Just start. You don't even have to start with the diet at the beginning. Just find that motivation to get up and get to the gym. And as long as you get up and you get to that gym, everything else falls in place. I can't even believe it's happening. You know, like, I really can't believe that it's happening, because I told myself at the back of my mind, I was like, you've gained a lot of weight. This is not going to be easy to pull off. But I did that, you know, and we're here. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.